Hello everybody and welcome back to Vegas Virality. In today's video I'm going to be giving you my list of 5 free-to-play tunes that I think need to be ascendable in the future. Alright, now as always I'm going to be shouting at a comment, but this comment doesn't come from the last video. I am in a Walking Dead Road to Survival group on Facebook, and I put out a post basically saying that I want to make a video of free-to-play tunes that should be ascendable in the future, and to give me the suggestions that they think of tunes that should be ascendable in the future. And you guys know how badly I want a high-damage green legendary character, and this comment comes from Klaus Nick Dawes, or Claus Nick Dawes, I don't know how you say your name, but thank you Nick for your comment. I believe this Michonne would be insanely awesome to be ascendable. I love her look and her design. I just think as an ascendable character she can have even cooler design and be even more scary looking. So let's look at her. Adrenaline Rush, Slice and Dice, deal 400% damage and impair for 5 turns to up to 2 enemies. I like that Adrenaline Rush very much. And she has a leader skill. All teammates get plus 20% attack. All melee teammates get a very large bonus to AP when attacking. So she's not the greatest leader, but I think they can help her out a lot by boosting that leader skill when she becomes ascendable. And as you see, her role is damage, so you can give her high attack. See, she has 844 attack already, so probably like 1800 attack, something like that. Defense probably be like 1500. And then her health probably around 1700, something like that. Thank you so much again, Klaus Nick Dawes, or however you say your name, for the comment. I appreciate it. Comment at the end of this video to be featured in my next video. Alright guys, now that we got the comment out of the way, let's get into the main part of the video here. So the rules are going to be the same as last time. I'm going to have one character for each trait. I'm going to have one fast character, one strong character, one tough character, and one alert character. And these are basically tunes that you can get for free. So either by these 5-star recruit tokens, or by the supply depot, or it was an event that was open to everybody that wasn't too hard to do. And the first one comes from these 5-star recruit tokens. Now I'm going to be using the Walking Dead Road to Survival character database by TWD Projects. If you guys haven't seen this, it has pretty much everything you need to know about any character you want. Put the link in the description so you guys can come check this out. Alright guys, and my first character on the list is Kani. Now this was suggested by a commenter, I believe, on my original 5 characters need to be ascended video, and they suggest this character. So he's available via elite tokens, 5-star tokens, and prestige tokens. So he's not that hard to get. I've pulled them before, but I think I've used them for ascension fodder. So let's get into him as a character. Marked for murder. Deal 300% damage to one enemy and all teammates adjacent. So basically, you could do 300 damage to a whole team. All teammates regain up to 35% of their max HP and recover from attack and defense penalties. That's an awesome adrenaline rush. He was probably one of the most used healers when epics were the main team components. His special skill is Lifesteal, which is one of my favorites as well. He heals himself. He heals everybody else anyway, so he might as well heal himself as well. And his role is medic, which is no surprise because as you can see, his adrenaline rush mainly focuses on healing his team and stuff like that. He has honestly pretty good attack and pretty good defense and nice health. 852 attack, 855 defense, so I'm pretty sure he could probably have 17 and maybe 18 defense, something like that. And then his health would probably be around 16, 17. He wouldn't be like the bulkiest character in the world, but his adrenaline rush definitely will keep him and your team alive. As for his adrenaline rush, I think you could give him 350% damage and maybe 40% to all teammates, or keep it 35 and add like 20% bonus HP. No leader skill, but as for his active skill, I think you could give him recover stun, or maybe heal, or recover impair, something that like removes a status condition like his adrenaline rush does, or maybe like I said, heal, which probably would be cool, or defense up, because we've seen attack up, but with the new alpha and the new Kani, maybe a defense up would be cool. So that'd be cool for Kani. So let's get into the character number 2. Alright guys, so here's character number 2. It is Tyrese with his awesome twin axe thingies. This character is so cool to look at. I love his weapons, and I think that as an ascendable character, his design could change, but keeping those axes and making his armor look cooler would be so awesome. This character has the potential to be the coolest looking legendary character they have at the moment. So how can you get Tyrese? You can get him by elite tokens, 5-star tokens, and prestige tokens, just like Kani. And I would keep his special skill the same because neutralize always comes in handy. If you pair him with neutralize gov, you have them as a 1-2 punch. That would be awesome. And his vicious strikes, maybe 500% damage, maybe 550 to 2 enemies. And I like the attack boost. That's fine for me. And his active skill, maybe like I said before, give his whole team an attack boost, maybe like a 50% attack boost, which would be super sick. I think that would be great for this character since he is a damage character. He would help his team become, damaged characters as well. I wouldn't see him having a leader skill simply because he's a damage character. He's not really the leader type. He's just like the big bully of the bunch. He'd be your heavy hitter. So let's get to character number 3. All right, guys, so here is character number 3 on the list. It is Hershel, miles behind us. And how do you get Hershel? You get him by the elite tokens, 5-star tokens, and prestige tokens. So same as the other 3. This was probably my favorite revive character that I came across. I wouldn't say favorite because I hated coming across him simply because, he revived pretty well and he did pretty good amount of damage. I love the name of his adrenaline rush, Life and Death. Deal 450% damage to one enemy, revive one teammate with 60% of their max HP. That is insane. 450% damage, that is a really good amount. So I like this guy because, like I said many times, I would love to see a green damage legendary. And although it says his role is medic because he does a really good job of that, I love his 450% damage. That is awesome. He has execution, which is honestly a really cool specialist skill. So it's basically accounting for those huge defensive buffs when there's 20% HP or less. It's an instant kill, one hit. You don't have to hit him like 30 times for him to go down. He has pretty good stats, 1107 health, 809 attack, 793 defense. Consider him like in the same region, like the 1800 for all 3. And for his active skill, you know how his adrenaline rush revives one teammate. I think he could have something that I believe will happen in the future. The first active skill that is revive. Like I said in my last video, I think it'll be hard to level up and it just heals your team for a while. And then when you get it all the way maxed out, like the active skill all the way maxed out, he will be able to revive one teammate with like 20% of their max HP or something like that. I think that would be awesome. And leader skill, no, not really. He's more of a support character because he's a medic. Life and Death, I love, like I said, I love that name. The only thing that's wrong with him really is the design. I think they could do something cooler with his design. I know he's an old man. Give him a cool like bandana or scarf over his mouth like a lot of the characters have, or a hood or something like that. I think that'd be awesome. So let's get to character number 4. Okay, now character number 4 is one of my favorites of all time. This is the limited edition Jesus. And how did you get him? So apparently you can get him in prestige tokens, but where I got him, there was an event where you could choose either Jesus or Dwight, and you had to work your butt off to get either one of them. And I got this Jesus and I was so happy. He was my leader for the longest time, even when legendaries came out, since I didn't have a full legendary team yet. My first ones were Mirabelle and Tyrese, so he was my leader up until I ascended Mirabelle, and he did the greatest job. He's one of my favorite team members I've ever had. I love his leader skill. All range teammates get plus 30% HP and plus 24 crit, so that's awesome. His adrenaline rush is 2-on-1, deal 350% damage to one enemy. This character regains up to 40% of their max HP, and he revives one teammate with 40% of their max HP. So that's awesome. He has probably my favorite adrenaline rush of any of the epic characters I've ever owned, and his stats are really good as well. 822, 760, 1171. So again, that 1800 mark. Maybe his HP is like 1900 since it's like 1171. That's pretty high. It's almost 1200, and that's pretty high for an epic character. And I just love this guy. He's so sentimental to me, I guess, which is probably why he's on the list. But I think other people who have him loved him as well because he's a really good leader and he helped with zombie missions for sure. So I would keep his adrenaline rush the same, maybe 400% damage. It's never bad to bulk up that attack a little bit. 40% of their max HP is fine. Instead of one character, give 2 characters with like 30% of the max HP or something like that. An active skill, recover, impair, or maybe impair. You know how the tough characters, their trait is impair when being attacked or attacking. So maybe give his active skill impair. I think that'd be cool. And for his leader skill, I would love to have plus 30% HP and plus 30% defense. That would be cool. And you could also add on top of that like a plus 30 crit on top of that. So his leader skill would be all range teammates get a plus 30% HP and defense, and they have a plus 30 crit. So that would be awesome. That's a plus 30, 30, 30, which is fine. I don't think he needs a special skill, but if I were to give him one, it would probably be Berserker. I think that'd be a cool thing to give him. There's only been one Berserker character, and I think this would be cool because since he revives and he heals his team and he's a good leader, I believe that he would be targeted almost right away, and if you gave him the Berserker ability, it would help him out a lot. And yeah, that's pretty much it for Jesus. I love this guy, so let me know if you guys think he should be ascendable. I would love to see him become ascendable. He's still my leader for my zombie missions, and I would love to have him on my main team for sure. Now, number 5 on my list is my personal pick, and I picked this guy because I always see him in the supply depot, and I always want to get him. And I always have enough to get him, but I just don't get him because, he would be useless to me at this point. And if he became ascendable, I believe everybody would get their hands on him. I saw a comment in the Facebook group as well that's saying if this Dr. Stevens became ascendable, he would be nasty. And I agree. So he does critical condition. All teammates get plus 40 crit, which helps with zombie missions. For 2 turns, all teammates regain up to 60% of their max HP and gain plus 20% bonus HP. That's a bulky healer for sure. And his specialist skill is Guardian, so that's always good. He doesn't have leader skill or active skill. His stats are pretty good. His attack's pretty low, so like a 1600 attack stat, a 1900 defense stat, and so he has 1200 health, so probably like a 2000 health would be ideal, because you know the Berserker Romanov has 2000 attack because he's a damage character, and this medic, he is a bulky healer, so I would give him 2000 HP, which would be fine with me. There's nothing wrong with that. His design is honestly pretty awesome. I love his design. I wouldn't really change anything about it. As for his adrenaline rush, I love everything about it. Maybe give a plus 60 crit. And as for his healing ability, plus 60% his max HP is great. And as for the bonus HP, probably 30. Way to bulk that up a little bit. 30% bonus HP would be nice. And his special skill would be Guardian 2. That'd be perfect. And his active skill would probably be Recover Stun or something like that, since he is a medic. So Recover Stun, Recover Impair, some sort of debilitating status condition, or like Recover like heal reduction, because you know there's characters that do not let you heal your other characters, so maybe you can recover them. So maybe you can take that off and you'll be able to heal them with this Dr. Stevens. I think that would be the best. So maybe like a recover heal reduction, or like cancel out heal reduction or something like that. He doesn't need a leader skill because, you know, he's a support character, but I think this Dr. Stevens would be an awesome way to get a really good legendary healer. I don't have one yet. And how do you get him? You can get him in the supply depot, like I said. So let me know what you think about this Dr. Stevens, and I think that concludes my list for today. So I want to know what other free-to-play characters you think should be ascendable in the future. My favorite out of the bunch would probably be the limited edition Jesus, simply because I had him for so long and he's kind of sentimental. He's probably my favorite character I've ever owned. So let me know what character you guys think in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like down below so maybe I can do another top 5 list of more characters I think need to become ascendable that are free to play, or maybe like a certain stipulation on how to get them. Let me know in the comment section down below if you guys like to see that. Share this video with a friend if you haven't already, and subscribe down below because I really appreciate the support, guys. I will be replying to all the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.